Today guys, we're gonna have a top 5 underrated card in Harry Potter Magical Awakening. I'm gonna include both summons and spells, and I'm gonna tell you what my top 5 is. These are all the underrated cards that don't see that much use in the duels. I'm not considering PvE, I'm just considering solo duels. Pretty much also duo, it changes, but also I think the cards, the main cards, the top cards are pretty much the same. So yeah, I'm gonna mention these top 5 cards. Please do let me know in the comment below if you agree or not. I think I use them, and I think they're really good cards. They're really underrated. There might be better cards, but also if you don't have some of the legendary cards, you can use some of these to replace them. Sorry about that. Right, let's get into it, and let's start with the number 5. That is gonna be Prior Incantato. Prior Incantato is a card that I love to use. It is in my deck, and I've seen people using it, but I think I've seen a lot, mostly just Hermione's Echo using it. I think this card is actually really good, even if you're not using Hermione. And basically what the card does, copies the last spell that you have used already. So your hand, so when you have Prior Incantato in your hand, it will turn into the last spell card you played, but with 1 MP cost more. The level of the copy card will be the same as that of your Prior Incantato card. So if you level up Prior Incantato, it's gonna be, so Thunderstorm is gonna be the level of Prior Incantato pretty much. Copy level 8 because I have it on level 8. It's a really good card. You can use triple Thunderstorm with it. You could use triple Obscurus as well. You can use triple anything if you're using Hermione Echo and Hermione Companion. So you summon the Companion, you use Thunderstorm, Hermione Companion is going to use Thunderstorm as well, and then if you had Prior Incantato in your hand, Prior Incantato is going to copy the Thunderstorm, so you can use triple that, triple anything really. So I think it's number 5 in the list. I've seen people using it, but I didn't see that many people using it. Obviously if you're using a summon deck, not going to work that well, right? But I love this card, and I think it's really strong. So number 5 is going to be Prior Incantato. Number 4 in the list is going to be a card that actually I don't see anybody use it, but it could be really OP, and it's Standalone Operation. You can get saved by this card by a lot of stuff. I know Orb of Water now is banned from a week, but if Orb of Water is available, you can literally just get out of it. You set the long operation, just get out of it. You can get out of Incendio, you can get out of Obscurus. As you can see here, you can get out of Whizbang, which is really big deal because Whizbang does so much damage. You could use the broomstick, but I think Standalone is actually a lot faster, and he heals you, and he replaces the next movement card with apparition. So you're not gonna use a movement card. It's gonna heal you. It's gonna teleport. It's 3 MPs. The broomstick is 2, but still, I think this is a really good card, and you are not using any movement card. I guess with the broomstick either, but again, you can just get out of these spells really quickly, and it's gonna save you, and it's gonna heal you as well. So I think Standalone is really underused. It's a 3 MP cost card, pretty good card, I would say. Number 3 in the list is a card that not many people use. It's Bewitched Snowball. It does a lot of damage. The farther away from you the opponents are, the more damage it's gonna do. It does AoE damage as well when it gets to the opponent, or when it gets to the end of the area. It's just gonna explode, do AoE damage. You can use it defensively, you can use it offensively. Also, when the explosion happens, the snowman comes out and it's gonna slow down everybody in the area. Really good card. Again, 3 MP cost, not that much. That's good damage, and again, the farther away, the more damage it's gonna do. Really good damage. Will appear in an explosion. Also, damage increase with the rolling distance, as we said. Really good card. In my opinion, is really underused for the cost. You could use it in non-Hermione's deck, just to have very low cost cards, and maybe if you're using like Dobby Avada deck, you can use the Bewitched Snowball to just slow down heavy hitters like Pierre Totum and so on. Gonna do a lot of damage if he travels a lot, and then he's gonna slow down the enemy as well, which is really good because Pierre Totum is slow. If you slow them down even more, you can just get rid of them like that. Just attack with the basic attack, Expulsor, Pugno, and so on. So I think Bewitched Snowball is actually a really good card. Next in the list is a card I've seen more the last week, but also I thought I've used a little bit. Doesn't match my playstyle, but when I fight against this card, it's really annoying. And it's Bludger. It's a 4-cost card. It's not super cheap, but it's not that expensive either. But if you think about it, it's gonna hit. You can hit the Bludger 5 times. 5 times. Meaning you can hit the opponent 10 times, because you can hit them on the way of the ball of the Bludger, and then when it comes back, it's gonna hit the opponents again. So if they don't move, it's gonna hit them twice, and as of right now, it's gonna do 41 damage, which is 82 if they don't move, and then it's time 5. And then at the end, also the Bludger will deal more damage and knock back all opponents on its path. So again, if there is Pierre Totem, if there is stuff like that, you can just knock them back, do a lot of damage, and it's 4 MP. By the time you use this, you have recharged a lot of your MPs. And I would say if you're using Bludger, or if you want to try Bludger, you should probably use Baby Manticore with it. It's gonna save a lot of movement cards, because Bludger is gonna it's gonna make you use a lot of movement cards, because you wanna hit the Bludger again, so you're gonna move a lot. So I think Baby Manticore and Bludger together are actually really good. But I think this card is extremely underused and extremely underrated. It's super annoying to fight with it against this. One way to counter it would be Nebulas, but sometimes they actually hit you anyway, and then you're gonna just be out of Nebulas, and yeah. But overall, a really good card. Last one in the list, number 1 in the list, in my opinion, has to be Glacial. I think this card is super underrated. You can hit up to 8 enemies, and you can slow them by 70%. You can freeze them and leave a frozen area where they stood. Slow duration is 40% shorter on opponent. So basically what it does, it goes in a line, and it's gonna slow down the enemies on the path, and then after a few seconds it's gonna freeze them, and then when the frozen area explodes or shatters, it does extra damage on the opponent. This one is really good against Pierre Totem. You can just put them in the line, you slow them down, you freeze them. It does a lot of damage actually. After some time, the frozen area will shatter, as I said, damaging and stunning all opponents within range. Stun duration is 40% shorter on student unit. So the freeze is shorter, the slow is shorter on the opponents, and the stun duration is shorter on the unit. Yeah, that's good damage. As I said, it's really good. I love this spell. It's a 5 cost. I wish it was lower. If using Armani, you're gonna be able to use it for a lot less. Yeah, guys, this is my top 5. If you agree, let me know in the comment below. If you disagree, let me know what your top 5 would be. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye, buddy. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.